I like to think of myself as an optimistic person. I try my best to see the good things in life, to always see the good side of things, no matter how bad it is, no matter how
45
bad it
minutes.
gets. I think the worst habit of mine with my optimism is that sometimes I get a little deluded and I kind of forget the reality of what's around me. Even though I'm like an adult now, I still feel like a little kid. I still feel that general confusion, that feeling of being lost that I know everyone goes through, obviously, but it's, I don't know, like something that I'd like to say out loud, because saying it out loud to the void, to nothing, just still feels better than just being in my room, sitting down, feeling it all inside me, the feeling of just being completely lost, being unsure.
30
I would
minutes.
just rather say it. I think all that I've been thinking about for the past week is like drugs. Like, what drugs should I get? When can I get them? I would really like some drugs right now as soon as possible. And I was in the shower earlier and I was like, wow, I sound like a dumbass because I'm just like full on depending on these drugs to not only take away my pain, but to kind of like give me some sort of guidance, to fucking hold my hand forward, just like a little kid. And they're not gonna do that. If anything, they're probably just gonna make me more anxious and more depressed. But maybe I'm actually kind of terrified of having to take care of myself. Sounds very stressful. Sounds like a lot of work. And to be quite honest with you, if I had the choice
20
of
minutes.
just laying down, you know what? It's not even that I don't want to do anything with my life. I want to do so many things with my life, but it's just like the shit, the circumstances, you know, that kind of makes life seem like something that's not worthwhile. You know, like having people tell you all these expectations that they have of you, even though, you know, that's kind of like they're not in you. It's not like their life, it's your life. So it's like, why would I give a shit about what you want me to do or what you expect of me? I kind of just want to do whatever I want to do. One dream of mine, like before I die, is that I want to feel comfortable in my body, because it's almost about every day I wake up, I feel like I'm in this prison of flesh and blood and bone and skin and hair, and I don't usually like the way that I look. I feel like I'm ugly. I don't feel safe or comfortable in my body a lot of the times. I just hope, I pray that when I die, on my deathbed or wherever I lay dying, I can just say, you know what, I was comfortable with this physical, temporary body, and I'm glad to go. But I think the funniest part about all of this shit is just the fact that we did not have a choice or like a say in whether we wanted to exist or not. Like, we were just all kind of like born into this, and now we have to clothe ourselves, feed ourselves, we have to feed others, we have to, you know, quote unquote, make ourselves useful, we have to work, we have to worry about like everything, and it's like, you know, and then like we eventually die too, and then we're gonna eventually be forgotten a couple years after we die. No matter if it's like 10 years or 100 years, we'll eventually be forgotten, and it's gonna be like we never existed. And I think that's just like the funniest part. Whenever I'm like stressing the hell out over something, I'm just like, dude, one day I'm gonna die, and then I'm gonna be completely forgotten. It's gonna be like I never existed. It's gonna be like I never set foot on this earth. It's gonna be like I never met any of these people, like I never did a bad thing, or like I never did a good thing. It's gonna be like I was just a dream, a ghost, a vision, and I simply just evaporated, I ended, and then I stopped existing, and that is the end of it. And yeah, that's just my go-to thing to kind of make me stop stressing. Like, I don't know, when I have to sometimes all I do is just sit around and masturbate and eat like all day, and then I'm wondering like, oh, why am I so fucking depressed? It's like, oh shit, you fucking idiot, if you're that ass, I really hope I get my shit together, because I'm just tired of crying, and I'm tired of being in pain, and I'm just tired of...
I'm sorry.
It appears we have run out of time. Would you like to continue next week?
We'll finish this up next week. Thanks for letting me talk.
Oh, it's no problem at all. See you next week.
Yeah.